side, my head be swiveling hard. Never really seen this shit going far. Gas me up before I get in the car.
Station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Grizz my 2 cents.
Take a breath, need a second, press pause. Forever thankful I can still pull up and hug my grandma and shake hands with grandpa. Lost clack, holidays ain't the same, but we smoke, drink, and laugh through the pain. Sunshine usually come after rain. I'm Debo, gon' tuck out your chains. Church whoopings, cause me and cuz playing games. I walk the Witherby, I got hoop shorts I can change. Gold teeth and need a 4-finger ring. I thought the preacher was a pimp, I'm just saying. Word.
The door is locked, so we kicking it in, basking in sin. As I'm sipping this hand,
It's the #1 station blazing the airwaves.
right here, so keep it locked.
Is GRIZZBIZ my 2 cents.
Trying to see if my mouth moves like the Chinese people in the kung fu movies. It might be. Hey, we get to the studio. We probably get to the studio next year, but it's Wednesday to Wednesday. Of course, we are back at it. We got another interesting topic, and of course, I'm gonna play devil's advocate with this because this girl always got something. Always got something. You know what I'm saying? I always like, man, are you kidding me? And sometimes I'm like, y'all, man, like, come on, man. Come on, son. But before we get into all that and I introduce my co-hosts and everything, let's go ahead and get our sponsors. Take care of our sponsors. First up is Goodies Barbie, 1440 Hamilton Avenue. Even though it's cold, even though it's just Turkey Day that just passed, the world's favorite holiday is coming up, Christmas. You can still eat barbecue on Christmas, too. So go on down to Goodies Barbecue, 1440 Hamilton Avenue, and pick you up some rib tips, some ribs, coleslaw, green beans, greens, macaroni cheese, all of it, and say my 2 cents and receive a 10% discount. Yep, let's give them a round of applause. So we got Drama Home Solutions, and as you can see, I already put out a post about them because they are the realest. They are the truest. There's no faking, no joking when it comes to your electrical needs. They're very professional, black owned. They handle everything from fuse boxes to hanging lights to putting outlets in for electric cars. They do it all. Certified. So go on over to estimate at GermanHomeSolutions.com and get you an estimate, or call 513-266-8290, and you too can receive a discount if you say my 2 cents. That's be a 10% discount. Let's give German Home Solutions a round of applause. Nation. We only got a couple more days, y'all. The first is Friday. Then after that, next week is cranking. That's Thursday day. Thursday cranking. Marijuana is recreational, but don't get it twisted. There's gonna be a lot of the street boys still getting their money because word on the streets is that these dispensaries gonna be taxing heavily, man. Like Cali did when they first got started, like 10%. I don't know. I just made that number up, but I do know what I saw was kind of high. So for your 3.5, woo, doggy, get along, little doggy. You might want to stick with your boy. And in the meantime, while you enjoy the festivities, go check out www.danknation.co and get you some marijuana apparel. We got the hottest in the county and the state. It's going down. Let's give Dank Nation a round of applause. Next up, we got G14 Classified. G14 Classified is especially designed for those men who have man weaves. Yes, men have man weaves. Polished Barbershop offers the best with hair fibers, glue, brushes, clippers, whatever you need. Polished Barbershop has it, so you definitely want to go get you some of that G14, one of the first around to do it and the best to do it. So check them out at www.polishedbarbershop.com, and you can also receive a discount if you say my 2 cents. That's 10% discount. Let's give G14 Classified a round of applause. Next up, Bagman. Go hop on Cold Rain. That's right. Go get your bags. They're the cheapest around, $1 a bag, man. Go spend some money and dress your hoe up nice. Yep, I said ho. Hey, Batman got a surprise coming. I can't reveal it, but you know, when that guy gets to going and them ideas gets to flowing, be the first in the city and be the first brother to do this right here. So I ain't gonna reveal what it is, but just be looking out. Bagman, new location, gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. Let's give Date Nation a round of applause. All right. Wednesday is Wednesday. Good. I don't see the girls no more. They done left me. These women are something else. See, that's the problem. See, we couldn't even get a thing on sisterhood.
These women, what?
We is here. Don't you come for us.
Please help me with this smoke.
Nothing. I was just saying, sisterhood is.
Please help me with this smoke.
We'll get into that later. But how you girls doing?
They okay.
Let's give the girls a round of applause. They both are here. The only person we missing is Ivy. And I'm pretty sure we'll have Ivy the first of the year, sometime at the beginning of the year. But woohoo! We got both the girls in here today.
Hey, Grizz.
Uh-oh. What?
Do I need to throw my hat up in the air?
What's going on? You trying to? You look. Go ahead, because ain't no sisters gonna show. That's the problem. You be throwing your hair up, and they be looking at you like.
Sure, she got one right here.
Way down in the lane. What you gonna do?
That's all right.
I'm here for you, girl. I'm here. Call the po-po.
In an hour, I could be there in an hour and a half.
Right. Okay, hour and a half. More like.
Hey, she must gonna get on the plane, the jet. You heard me?
You heard me. That's what's
up.
Hey, that's the ride.
She broke that house and get on the jet.
Right.
Wednesday to Wednesday.
Busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy as a bee.
Yeah, I thought you was on vacation, but you said you still working, huh? What you doing? Delivering food?
Working at children's place, but I took off because I done took off a couple days, so I just been sitting around the house for real. But I'm bored, so I'm going back to work tomorrow. Don't worry.
That's how you do it.
Hey,
Get back to the money.
Once I make this move, I'm gonna have me a second job too, working second shift. This job is so easy.
Idle mind be a terrible thing sometimes.
Yes, it does. But I wonder if your guest is coming on. I sent him the link, so you might want to send him again too. He might,
I sent it to him. He gave thumbs up. So the Honorable October shall be here.
That's what's up. So again, every Wednesday seems to be something different with you, girl, and your topics. I wanted to try and stay away from stuff, but it seems like every time you post something, it goes ham. Somebody's recording this and commenting this, and commenting that. So I said, okay, we just as well go in the rabbit hole because it all ties into everything that's going on anyway, somewhere down the line. And I'm just going to say it, attention that the North Americas is really Egypt. Now, I'm just going to play devil's advocate here. And I've been trying to wrap my head around it. And with all these so-called conspiracy theories, you can't root anything out. You just can't. We finding that out day by day. Everything's coming to light. But my first question is, where did this come from? Who thought this? Who said out the clear blue, America is Egypt, Egypt is America? And if that's the case, why is there Egypt across the seas and all of these other places? Why is this Israel and this, that? So that you got to coordinate and bobulate and sponsor gluten to make it stick. Because right now it ain't sticking. I feel like Brandon Smith and the rest of them, like, girl.
It's too much for TV, huh?
Yeah, girl. You see me? Look.
That's why we don't see it on TV.
So do tell. Let's just go ahead and crack it off. Where did it come from? Where did this whole theory that America is Egypt come from?
Okay, first of all, we're gonna correct the conspiracy theorists. We are called conspiracy realists. Okay. So we gonna change that title up.
All right.
But the thing about America being Egypt is, I believe when the chosen few have woken up from the curse that we were under and our veil was removed against our from our eye, we all started going deep diving into the Bible. And we started reading the Bible with understanding, with discernment. And once you start getting into it and you have a relationship with that Bible's going to speak to you through your Holy Spirit. I promise you, because that's what it did to me. So just reading a couple of, verses and stuff in the Bible, you sit up here and you wonder, how?
Hold on, Nadia. Look who jumped in the room.
I saw him come in.
Tried to slide in here like real quick.
Yeah.
I'm breathing.
Come on through October.
Nicola.
Hey, I apologize. Y'all know me. I get lost in cyberspace.
Boy, you and I both. Lost in them rabbit holes.
Yeah, we in one right now. So, go ahead and explain, because I got another question for you right quick. I should have asked this one beforehand.
Go ahead.
Okay. My question is this. Do y'all believe that Egypt was the enemy of God? The Egyptians were enemy of God?
Yes.
Do you believe that, sir?
As the enemy of God?
Yes.
They were to his people. Yeah.
And the reason why I asked that is because I see a lot of black folks trying to they're related to Egyptians or this, that, and the third, or the true black, you know how it is. And I'm like, and then you have to think like, well, half these people don't believe in the Bible anyway. It was myth, because these are fables, these are stories, this is this and that and the third. So then I think like, well, that's a known thing in the Bible. If you read the Bible, that the Egyptians, the pharaohs, were enemy of God.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know where the connection where black folks come in and thinking that's history's been left out and we didn't.
I want to set something apart too.
Okay, go ahead.
Because even though you have to take your mind back there, Egyptians are also the same color. So it was a chosen group of people, which is Yasharel, who were chosen and inducted into Yahuwah's family. So yes, they were still black, but that's not what we studied. We were never Egyptian, we're Hebrew. So people wearing the ankhs and stuff like that, like he said, throw away your carving images. We're not supposed to be wearing stuff like that anyway. Jewels, gems, stuff like that. You don't know what kind of witchcraft has been done to those things. So with those artifacts, we are not supposed to even idolize. That's adultery.
So something else I think that's happened nowadays, I think is that like you said, with the different symbols and the amulets and things like that, I think people have taken them and they've kind of ran too far with it.
Too far.
Like I believe symbols are put here for just that. You take like any symbol, like the ankh. You could take the ankh and you could go in like 100 different directions with it, as far as deep symbolism into like everything from astrology to like biology.
Right.
And I think that when you have symbols like this, like you said, it's something that's here for you to basically use.
Yeah, educate yourself on it first before you use it.
You use it, and I think that people have taken and they've taken ankhs and they've kind of replaced crosses. They're just using ankhs now, or whatever other symbol that they use. They just take one symbol and they just swap it out for another.
Right, because if they did their research on the Ankh and the Egyptians were the ones to try to enslave us first. So why would you be representing for the team that tried to keep you down? So
see, and then I'm gonna tell you something else. You made a point earlier with something that you said in part of what in part of another point you were like making when when Grizz said something about, well, why is everybody, so wrapped up in like Egypt and everything? And you were like, well, people were the same complexion and this, that, and the third. That's the key right there. I think that we don't realize. I think that when we look at these things nowadays, we don't think of it in the sense of, okay, I don't know if you've ever been like, if you're in Atlanta, if you've been to Florida, especially Texas, whatever, any place where you'll come across other cultures. New York City.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
the melting pot.
Yeah, you'll walk into people. You could be in a room with, several women who are your complexion and darker. And if nobody's saying nothing, you would think everybody is just like you. And the minute everybody start talking, it's all a different dialect, all a different language.
Right.
All different people. So I think that we don't look at the fact that the Egyptians back then and, the other peoples back then, and that it's just like when you have Jamaicans and you have dark Cubans and you have Dominicans who are dark and you have, El Salvadorians who are dark. It's like, I don't think we realize that all these different people, just because they dark, like it's just like we say, all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Ain't kinfolks. And I'm gonna put it to our people like this. I'm gonna put it to them like this. It's a rare blood type out there. If you have that rare blood type, I'm not gonna say it because they're looking for it. But if you have that rare blood type, you're the chosen children. So if you ain't none of them A's and stuff like that, you're chosen. So
you know what blood type you is?
You don't know what blood type you is?
I don't remember that stuff. That was when I was a kid.
Well, ask your daddy.
I ain't never had to ask nobody what my blood type was.
Okay, first of all, you can get it if you have your birth card or anything, but most of the time you can ask your parents if you don't know. You carry your father's DNA. Always remember that from Adam all the way on out. Every man is the man of those nations. So you carry your father's DNA.
Well, I don't know. I might not be chosen.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know when we get up out of here what's the chosen DNA.
Mama, what's my blood type?
Yes,
I don't know your blood type. That's what she probably
ask your mama.
Your blood type. She probably gonna say she don't remember.
But you know what though? But you know what? I'm glad that you brought up just the blood types and everything and stuff like that, because I was trying to explain to somebody just yesterday. They were asking me about a reel that I posted about Peter Nygaard. And they were like, well, what's going on, man? Just give me like, you know what I'm saying, an overall thing of what it's about. I basically just posed a question to him and I said, have you noticed that every time you go to the doctor, they draw blood several times?
Too many times.
Every time they come in that room, they draw blood.
They don't need that much blood for a test.
You don't need that much blood for a test. And then you have to wonder, like, okay, if you've drawn this much blood every time I come to the doctor, for whatever. You always draw blood. I don't think we look at the fact that we don't really connect those dots, like you said, when they're looking for like particular blood types. They're looking for certain genetic codes.
I was about to get to that. I was going to tell you about that.
Yeah, hey, go right ahead into it, because.
Well, okay, so the reason why they come for our DNA is because the chosen children, the 12 tribe, we are walking motherboards. It's been said at Howard University. It's been said through a lot of professors that what they do with our DNA, and this is how your www works. Yep. It's through just a little pitch. They said just a dot of our blood can give you like 36,000 kilobytes of information. Okay? So
and Henrietta Lacks.
Yes, that's why they still got her cells. There you go. I was just about to get on her. Mm-hmm. So what they do is with our DNA and stuff like that, our blood, they cure themselves. Mm-hmm. That's why they take so many, because you have to understand that we are carrying the power of the Most High in our blood.
So what's that got to do with Egypt and
well, I'm gonna get to that. Okay, so I'm gonna start.
Y'all going all over the place,
right?
You know what though? Okay, I'll tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
You said, okay, how does like Egypt and everything and all of that
tie to America?
Grizz, I'll tell you this. Look at it like this. As we said last time we talked, if they'll lie to you about 4 out of 5 things, why wouldn't they lie to you about 5 out of 5?
But you also have to take into accountability everything in our heritage, they reversed. Okay. Oh, yeah. So a lot of people start at slavery. Their mind starts at slavery. It doesn't start before. So this is what I'm gonna break it down, but I'm gonna start off with this first. The first thing I want to do is the 12 names of all the tribes, the sons of the tribes, right? We have Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, and Benjamin. Okay? So if you put all those names together and you look them up in Hebrew, your message will be, behold, a son is born unto us, one who hears us and became attached to us. Praise the Elohim. He judged our struggles, brought us fortune, happiness, rewards, and honor. He added us unto our family and called us the sons of righteousness. So, with that being said, what made me go digging? First of all, we got this book here. It's called From Babylon to Timbuktu.
Oh, yeah, I got that book.
Get into it, because all of it is talking about our history, how America and our artifacts and everything. So like I said, I started digging. We just had an announcement, breaking news. Utah is being renamed. But let me tell you the name of it before. The name of Utah, right, was Negro Land, Utah. Why didn't nobody ever know it was a Negro land?
What? Wait a minute. Negro land. So you trying to tell me that was a legal name before?
Negro Land, Utah. You can Google it right now. Pick up your phone, Grizz. You can see it. Breaking news. They're renaming it. Why? So, like I said, the spirit
to Negro Land.
Yes.
I am sorry.
They're changing. It's called Negro Land, so they're trying to remove it. So,
Utah and Negro Land. Hold on, Negroes.
Just put in, what's the true name of Utah?
History of African Americans in Utah.
But you know what else? Just to add on to something you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
When you start talking about Utah, right? When you start dealing with like Utah,
Mm-hmm.
you have to think about, you know, who's in Utah as far as like a controlling
Indian,
factor,
indigenous.
you know.
Right.
Then you
Right.
know who's basically at the money trail of trying to keep some of these things suppressed.
But what's off of Utah and 3 other states? The Grand Canyon.
You
That
know what?
90% of it we can't go through.
Hey, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you,
Hey, there
don't
y'all
do
go.
it.
I'm about
Don't
sick of
do
you
it.
two already. I am about
Don't
sick
do
of
it.
y'all two
Hey,
already.
the reason I say don't do the Grand Canyon conversation is because for the last
They go
24
get us.
hours, for the last 24 hours, that's where I've been in the Grand Canyon. I've been through the Grand Canyon. I've been in the parts I ain't supposed to be in.
Start peeling some of that stucco off them pyramids when you
Hey,
there.
let me tell you something. Let me tell
Hey,
you
man,
something.
you cannot
I'm
get
to the
these two
point
together.
now where it's like I could say this, and I feel like I said this a couple years ago, yet I wasn't quite sure, but I can honestly say for sure now.
I'm gonna give you proof.
What
Let
I
me give
think
you.
that I'm
I'm gonna give you the proof of it.
we can only go into, like you said, less than like 10%
10%.
Canyon, and they just use that for the tourist part of it. Yet all of the caverns, everything, they found over like 1,500 cave entrances that they know were like man-made. They found like 30 confirmed cities, as they like to call them, chambered cities that they wrote.
Andrew, can you put up the picture with the pyramids in America? Can you put up that map so everybody can see what Honorable is talking about?
So wait a minute.
And then I'm gonna tell you something else too. We don't think about something else. The original Sphinx was here in the Grand Canyon.
It's in the Grand Canyon still. The one you just went back. Go back.
Is a replica.
The green map, Andrew.
There is replicas of stuff that was here first. And the Grand
I need everybody to
Canyon
check out there. That's the map of the United States, and all those yellow spots on that map is where every pyramid is. But Honorable, I don't want to cut you off.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. See, this is where people are gonna be like, what the heck are you talking about?
I'm about to get to it.
We cannot see any pyramids right now. Only pyramids that we see is over in Africa or wherever, Egypt, wherever. That's the only pyramids, or maybe
those are fake. Go look at them, because if you look at ancient pyramids, they have stairs. Why don't those pyramids over there have stairs? Then on top of that, when they try moving the faces and moving the Sphinx around there, wouldn't you be concerned that it will break up? No, because it was man-made. So what I was going to say, this is what happened. When I saw that Negro land, Utah, like I said, the spirit gets talking to you. So it led me to this verse. It says Deuteronomy 34, 1 and 2. It says Moses went up. Well, you can read the 1 and 4. Deuteronomy 34, 1 through 4. And Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, to the top of Pishgash, that is the opposite of Jericho. And the Elohim showed him all the land of Gilead as far as Dan and Naphtali, and the land of Ephraim and Manasseh, and all the land of Judah unto the utmost sea. So when I read that, I'm sitting here like, okay, all these names. So Holy Spirit said, go look up the cities of Utah. I have the city of Manasseh, Mount Nebo, Mount Pishgash, Jericho River. The Jericho River is there. South Gilead, Ephraim, Daniel, Naphtali, Moab, Goshen, Jordan, Salt Lake, Jordan River, and Enoch City. So every name that was in that Bible verse, that's why the Bible, it tells you to break the mystery of the Bible. You don't read it verbatim. It's a mystery behind the words. You have to dig deeper than just that scripture. That's why he said, blessed is he that seeks the knowledge and the wisdom. You have to seek it.
And you know what? And I don't think a lot of people understand just the whole, just like, okay, what you just said in the fact of you have to go seeking. It's like you'll get that inkling naturally. That's what I like, and we all like to call common sense, where something will itch at you. From that point, you're supposed to either respond in one way or another. Either you go forward, like you said, and you seek knowledge and wisdom, or you sit back and you keep feeling this itch, yet you.
That's why they try to tell you overthinking was bad. That's why they
Right.
try to make you stop overthinking, because I know even as children, we had questions like, well, how did that happen? But they don't want you to ask those questions because they don't want you to get to the truth. When you start asking questions, you start looking for the truth. Andrew, if you can put the exotic map of the United States up for us. So with the exotic map that we're showing right now, if y'all take a picture, screenshot, blow it up, you will see every Egypt, Israel, all that, the above on that exotic map. That's an ancient map. That's how you know that they lied. Not only that, you have the government already saying they had to create an Israel. Because what it is that they created an Israel because Israel was never a place. Israel is a group of people. For the second time, we just said this last time, didn't we, Honorable?
Group of people.
It's a group of people. Yasharel is his children. Say that again. What'd you say, Grizz? Okay, so if y'all look at that exotic map, y'all can see on there. And this is the one thing that I want y'all to pay attention to. Look at Texas. Look at Texas. On Texas, you see Palestine. Yep. Who is coming through Texas right now? The Palestinians. Y'all better wake up.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something else. I'm so glad you just said that. Damn, that right there, that deserves a bomb drop right there.
We don't have those. Let's give a round of applause. Palestine, I guess we're connecting the dots to Palestine. People were coming over here. This is just too much.
It's too much.
But you know what? But what that leads me back to is this. When we were talking about the Grand Canyon. Now, in the Grand Canyon, not just do you find Kemetic or Egyptian artifacts, you find statues of like Krishna, Buddha, Vishnu, you know,
all the artifacts are here.
Yeah, I mean, you find that ancient, like Asian, everything. And what it made me start thinking was this. I said years ago, if Africa is the motherland, yet we find so much stuff here that it's like it connects everything. It started making me think, okay, Africa may be a point in time, a place as to where a lot of, densely condensed melanated people are. Yet, when this place was different and when it was more connected, I think that where we are right now, America, quote unquote, I think that whole melting pot thing, where you
Babylon,
look at the Grand Canyon, I think that the Grand Canyon was probably a very spiritual place.
It was.
And
that's our kingdom.
All around the world. People came from all around the world to set up there. And that's why you have all these different cultures there. And this is why our governments keep that hidden, is because, come on, when that
I'm gonna do you one better, Honorable. Andrew, if you could put up the picture with the 13 tribes and 13 U.S. colonies found in the state, as states. If you could show Honorable October and our people, this is where, and I'm telling y'all, Google gave it to me. This is where the 12 tribes settled. We have Ephraim and Manasseh, each separately, and Levi also included. Okay, so the son of Leah and Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, New Hampshire. Simeon, South Carolina. Levi, Maryland. Judah, New Jersey. Issachar, North Carolina. And Zebulun, Georgia. The son of Rachel and Joseph, father, Ephraim, Virginia, and Massachusetts. And Benjamin went to New York. So we have proof of where your tribes went. Not only that, they threw it up in our face. That song, this land is your land, this land is our land, from California to the New York Island. What the reason why they made that song is because when they came over here and took our land from us, they colonized California and New York first. So they enslaved Judah first.
So wait a minute. So California is Judah?
And California is hold on, sorry. California is half of Judah. Some of us went there. That's why you see most of our stars in Hollywood, most of our people in Hollywood. But like I said, they show you all of this, but nobody dares to go look at it. I want to put out something that John F. Kennedy said. He said, but suppose God is black. What if we go to heaven and we all our lives have treated the Negro as inferior, and Yah is there, and we look up and he's not white, he's black? What's your response then? Why? Not only that, the true letter of Hitler says they stole Yah's precious jewels, which are the Negroes. If y'all go look at the real letter, we are his children. This is our land. So when they put out that emergency broadcast system, what they were doing, they was blocking because they removed African and Negro from our birth certificates to tie us back to the land. It's called the Schneider Act. Go look at it. So I want to do this. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you some more proof. Andrew, if you could put up the map where I said the 7 rivers, where Mississippi River, AKA, y'all, AKA Euphrates River. Now I'm going to tell you, this is how the bomb is going to drop. Isaiah 11:15. And the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongues of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite in the 7 streams, and make men go over dry shod. So, if you look at that map, you see the Mississippi River. He said it's going to be 7 different rivers that come off this river, which you have the Mississippi, Arkansas, Illinois, Missouri, Ohio, Red River, Tennessee River. All of this goes into the one. If y'all been watching the news lately, or go on Redacted, The Hill, and stuff like that on YouTube, because y'all not going to see this stuff, the Euphrates River, AKA the Mississippi River, is dried up. They were telling you we can't get stuff on, port stuff in here. So we have proof of everything that this Bible is saying.
Wait a minute, go back to that again, Nadia. So you trying to say in the Bible it says that the Mississippi River, or the other, what's the other name?
Euphrates River.
So if you go over to Egypt right now, you will not find the Euphrates River?
No, but I can do you one better. Go on Google Maps and start typing in Moses, Utah. You'll start seeing every name of the Bible that's mentioned in the Bible on that map.
I want to see, because I'm telling you, I'm the devil's advocate right now.
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead, be the devil.
I'm gonna be all of them people that's sitting here doubting you. So let's go type in Euphrates River. Euphrates River.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
Right, go ahead.
All right.
And look at
Now,
how vague things start getting.
okay, let's go to the river. Let's see. Euphrates River. All right. Let's go to maps. All right. Now, according to this, Euphrates River is
Canada all the way down to the bottom of the country.
Hey man, I'm just being logical right here. Or I think I'm being logical. And I'm looking at a map that says Euphrates River, and it's between Syria, Syria and Iraq. I don't see nothing.
Do you see 7 other rivers coming off of that Euphrates River? No.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you this. The one thing that the Bible gave you a clue, and this is going back to Texas and Palestine, the Palestinians. He said the Euphrates River would dry up so that the men can come from the north, which if you already know that the compass is reversed. North is south, south is north. They will come up from the north.
So wait a minute,
able to prepare for battle.
Okay, hold on. So wait a minute.
Hey, and you know they do a predictive program, and they just had the incident in Ohio here, where
I got a bomb for Ohio. Ohio, when I tell y'all this about, oh my goodness,
Palestine,
I'm from Cincinnati, and I am honored. I am honored to be from there because of what I found out.
Oh yeah, I tell.
So what you found out?
Look, hold up. I'm gonna tell you something. Grizz, I
else.
made a statement to Grizz. I think it was on maybe the first or second time we spoke on here. I told you Cincinnati sits on top of 2 or 3 other cities or civilizations. And you thought I was crazy. Now
I thought you was crazy.
Now we talking about the Grand Canyon. Now we talking about where you are. When I told you, you don't even know where you are, bro. We are lost. We've been
very lost
that we're somewhere, and we've just accepted it as, like I said,
and ran with it.
Our basic operating system. We're over in America here, and that's going on over there. We never thought to look and to do cross references for real. When you start looking, when you start putting that river together, man.
Well, I do got to say this. Looking at this map,
cities here in this country named after everything, not only biblical, but you got cities named after stuff in the Quran. You got cities named after stuff in the Bhagavad Gita. You've got cities named after stuff in the whole. Right here in America, this is how come I tell people I believe is why. Listen, they tell you about all these other places on earth where, oh, it's better than America, so-and-so, this, and that. Why the hell is everybody coming here?
That part. Pay attention. Wake up, America. I'm going to do this. But I'm going to tell you this, Grizz. Like I said, I'm honored to be from Cincinnati, Ohio. Repping. I'm repping now. I mean, I got goosebumps because the spirit is talking. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what I found out, and y'all can go on YouTube and look at this. Back in the day on Fox News, they had an episode of a body that they found with a black coal slate, right? So what happened is that it was written in a language nobody could understand. So they brought some Hebrew scholars, and they're looking at it. Mind you, they are Jewish. Ish means you're trying to be somebody. So of course they didn't know. Ish. Okay. So that coal sat there. It sat there for a while until a young scholar, probably about 10 years, it sat for 10 years, until a young scholar came in there and read it. He said, oh, for one, y'all was reading it upside down. And then it says, oh, it says, here lies the body of Moses. Not only that, they found the 10 Commandments. Like I said, y'all can go get the newscast on YouTube.
What?
Hold on. Let me
I
tell you
ain't finished. I'm not finished.
Okay, we're gonna finish.
When you said he was telling them they was reading it upside down, let me tell you something. Just so people know just the type of rabbit holes I go down and the things I've read and stuff. Aleister Crowley, who you know who he is, Aleister Crowley said, the reason most people will never enter nor overstand this world is because they're looking at things as they think they see them. He said, if you want to learn this world, then you have to learn to walk upside down.
That part.
And it's
because
like
everything is reversed.
Everything is reversed.
The Hebrew language was reversed. That's why a lot of these things, the companies, all that stuff, start blowing your own mind and start looking at stuff in Hebrew. They have Google Translate.
This one right here.
And you know what?
Okay, well let me tell you about. Let me give you some more on Ohio. Ohio is the most sacred land. Yep. Let me tell you why.
It's the heart of it all.
It's the heart of it all. Y'all have a lot. Look, I'm gonna put myself back in the pot.
You better shake that off, you girl.
Right.
Baby. You ain't from Ohio no more. We done divorced.
Yes, I am. Born and raised, sis. But let me tell y'all look into it. Y'all have different cities that's called something mounds. The reason they are called mounds is because guess what? They're buried on top of pyramids. Y'all have Ohio is sitting on top of almost 6 pyramids. Y'all have the serpent mound. Go look into it. They are starting to spot trees in Ohio that's sprouting up. And you know how the trees are real old, right? And they start opening at the bottom. They got pyramids sticking out these trees, y'all.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something else. Not only that, but people always, like I said, I go down rabbit holes. Other people are scared to
go.
But that's crazy.
I'm coming with you.
Okay, let me tell you. As far as the trees, an anomaly that they have been capturing on camera more and more is trees moving. And it sounds crazy, but I tell everybody when I started writing my books and I started doing research, I noticed Netflix always put on shows and they'll incorporate things into them. Well, on one show they were showing where it was as a matter of fact, on several shows they were showing people were saying, man, the trees are moving. You could see them moving at night, or you could see where they move this, and that. That wasn't even something trending a year ago. Within the last 6 months, 8 months, that's become trending more because they've been having more people seeing it. And it's like, I don't think that people really understand where we are right now. Where we are right now, as far as the way that I see it, we're at that point on the clock when you're turning and you're coming around from PM to AM, or from AM to PM. So you're looking at drastic changes. And when I say drastic changes, when we got the internet, now, like you said, we can go and pull up this stuff. We could pull up the research. We could pull up certain things. And I'm
telling y'all, if y'all go on YouTube, y'all will see it's so many stories about Ohio and them finding all these artifacts. I'm going to tell you one thing. Allegedly, that was what Hillary Clinton's laptop was about. She was
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
find the body of Moses because y'all have to go back to the Bible.
I found
Remember-
it. So where is it? You said
Listen,
they found it.
they can't touch it. Okay, listen. It's a story in the Bible where Michael the archangel fought Satan over Moses' body. So they hid it. But she was looking for it because they're trying to bring Satan to the table. She told y'all that when she was giving her speech and talking about breaking the glass ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. So
When she talked about breaking that glass ceiling, because she kept saying it has a couple cracks.
Yep.
Through that glass ceiling yet.
She was looking for that scepter.
Yep.
That Queen Elizabeth, get into it that she had. And then
let me say something. First of all,
she died to make sure nobody else could take it on in the same aspect she did.
Right. Check this out. First of all, I did Google that Euphrates River, like you said, and I looked for 7 rivers off of there. There's none. It goes into a lake, and then there's something else. There's no other rivers coming off of that. That's a proven thing right there. So anybody paying attention and reading that book, and it tells you that 7 rivers come off of there. If you Google that, and what I did,
that could
it ain't no 7 rivers over there. Secondly, she just said the pyramids are in Ohio. So I'm like, yeah, right. Being y'all and not y'all, I go Google, and the first thing to come up is a Miamisburg mound.
Yes.
And God dang it! And I'm looking at this mug right now, and it looks like a freaking pyramid with foliage on it.
It's a gold mine.
That does
It's
not
a gold
look
mine.
like just a mound. That looks like that could be a pyramid that's got growth on it.
But you know what? But let me tell you something. Real quick. What that goes back to is, like I said, when we talked a while ago, and when I told you we sit on top of other civilizations. And all it is just where when things change, sometimes they don't like places won't just change people. Sometimes you'll have an event as to where a whole
blow his mind.
will just be covered and set on top of another one.
Right.
Hey man,
they don't understand.
I've seen the serpent mound thing before, right? But I never paid any attention to it. I never knew that it's in Ohio.
Yes. I told you I'm gonna drop a bomb for Ohio.
And
that's a Hiroshima bomb. That is.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. It's another one that's like somewhere else that's close. But they were saying that the one that's under that state takes up 3/4 of the state. So in other words, 3/4 of the state is sitting on top of like a mound pyramid type structure that's below it. This is why, like I keep telling people, man, why you think they do? Listen, we all be thinking, most people, because you always see Elon Musk with like Tesla, and you see him with the rockets and everything. But it's like, we don't know that one of his main operations outside of the like Neuralink and everything is his drilling operations. And they got all kind of cities and stuff up under the ground. That's where they go. That's the safest place. It's where all the elders went. And they know. So that's where they're going.
Andrew, can you put up the Old Testament map, please? So people can see.
Where did the Grizz find the pyramid thing at?
Oh, yeah.
I just Googled it.
You can Google it.
Where was it for?
Pyramids in Ohio.
They even got books on Amazon called Pyramids in Ohio.
Yeah. I found one and it said in Norwood.
It is. It is, but Norwood is ringing in my soul. Maybe we need to look that up in Hebrew.
Y'all listen, I'm about to I'm about to throw something out there just because, man, I'm Stretch Armstrong and I don't care. Think about something. What is Cincinnati called? The city of seven hills. We
Quit
might
playing.
not even be looking at
Seven
hills.
hills.
We might be looking at seven
I'm
pyramids.
about to get out for here fooling with y'all. I don't need them.
Mount Olympus.
Nah, not on the run now.
Because they already named things here after, you know, Greek gods and different German deities. I was thinking with this whole seven hills thing, I was like, seven hills. Hills are never significant unless there's something to the hill. And I was thinking if we're so significant that there's seven of them and they had to mention that, then it's like, what kind of significance could that possibly have? And with us talking about pyramids, it just made me put that out there. Hey, that's where my mind go. You know, possibility.
Hey, if they don't, if when I put this out here, when we put this out here today after this show, if they don't pay us any attention after this, I don't know what to tell them. We're just gonna keep dropping it because this.
I got one more bomb. I got one more bomb for y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
Andrew, if you can put up America's Bible Belt that says Israel. That's your Bible Belt, y'all. That is Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Your whole Bible Belt. Everybody, y'all got to get into the stuff. Like, we are living in Egypt of the Bible.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I don't think most people remember when we were talking about how it's like this language is a spell.
It is.
And people don't realize that it's like you free yourself and you also curse yourself every day, because like I told people, just simple stuff as you fly airplanes, air spheres.
That part.
And it's like just with different little things as to where when we always talk about what's going on in society, we always go back to the Bible, back to the Bible. And we can always find things in the Bible that seem to kind of correlate with what's happening in our right now, today, America.
And this is why they're trying to get rid of the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
It's speaking facts. That's the truth. He never told you that's why he was always telling his disciples. And the disciples was like, why you keep speaking in parables? He said, I can't give y'all the sauce because it's somebody else's eyes watching this. It's somebody else is trying to do this.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people don't get that. But it's like, I tell them, it ain't no different than when you talking to somebody like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You got that, y'all mean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I'm talking
Just because I guess we're speaking, saying God and stuff like that, they feel like it's still a religion. It was never a religion. It's a relationship.
And you know
he said, that's why he said, depart from me because I don't know you. You don't know me.
And I don't think that people get the whole thing when it comes to like language. And when you're trying to, okay, for instance, if you're giving away information back then that's looked at as being valuable information, you ain't just gonna say, hey, well, Grizz, well, you know, so and so and so and so, so and so and so and so and so and so, because you got 1,000 other people standing around you that's gonna be
naysayers,
and you know, and they can do whatever they want to with it, slander it, they can use it against you, whatever. So you gonna find, like I said, how we talk, we could have a whole conversation and never really say two words. We could just say, yeah, man, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You already know. No, and we ain't said nothing to other people, but it's not the words so much, it's
Right.
the energy that's behind the words and the way those words are put together to the way those words affect you. I think those words don't affect certain people in a certain way because you're not aligned right.
Right. That's what
You're
it.
just
That's
not
exactly
aligned
what it
right.
is. That's exactly what it is. I wanna jump piggyback off of you too with the curse. A lot of people think that Shakespeare is a man. He was never a man. It's a group of people called the Spear Shakers, who was a gang of witches
Mm-hmm.
to reverse the Hebrew language and create English.
And they used that sister, I can't think of her name. Shakespeare basically used her because she had more knowledge of it,
Knowledge.
and
And that's
he
why when you
used
write
her
in
because
cursive,
they always use our women's
our
energy.
women,
That's
because
the
the
thing.
women are the most powerful.
The women
The
are the most
women
powerful. A nation can
are
rise no
Yah's
higher than
precious
its woman.
gift. Hmm.
A nation can rise no higher than its woman. Y'all the vortexes.
Yes, we are. That's why they trying to eliminate, and this is why a lot of this truth has to get out. This is why we're doing this. Is because a lot of y'all don't know that you are under attack. Your
Mm-hmm.
womb is under attack.
Mm-hmm.
That hot sauce that y'all did when y'all played Follow the Leader, it was to alter your DNA, to stop reproduction.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're sitting up here making clinics in the schools telling your kids, hey, you can be this gender, but don't tell your mama, because what they're going to do is
Right.
usher your child in there and give them a hysterectomy, and
Right.
then give your son stuff to stop him from being able to reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. This is true fact.
Oh
This is
yeah.
why he's coming. This is why we are in the last times, in our last days, is because what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah?
Mm.
Yeah,
They was
really.
they was freaking on each other, running around here, popping this, popping that, running around naked, kissing women, kissing men, making it okay and stuff like that. And what did he do? He set it on fire. And he told y'all, I'm not gonna flood the earth no more. If my
I'm gonna blame
grandkids would tell
everybody
you, I
for
would say,
what happened to
what
y'all.
he gonna do? And they would tell you, he gonna set this on fire. He told you that. So them solar flares y'all think y'all about to be having, it's
And you
not
know what's so
science.
crazy? And you know what's so crazy for
I
real
don't know what
is
it
that
is.
it's just like when we were talking last time, and when I was saying that I made that correlation like a while ago when I was like just going like I said, when you allow your mind to become vivid again, and you don't allow what you've learned religion wise and everything, and you just take in, like, you know what I'm saying, sincere common sense, and you start thinking, it's like, I mean, you just get to a point whereas you you can't even hear like the stuff that other people take every day,
Right.
and they
What you
just
say is
close their,
gibberish.
yeah, and they just close and they just run with. It's like it's like I was telling people, like, even when you go back in the scriptures and they talk about how, you know, many are called, but you know what I'm saying, few are chosen. That's the reason
Mm-hmm.
I said when you have common sense. Common sense is the many are called. You hear something, you feel that itch.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that itch, but it's like, do you actually scratch it and look to see what's itching, or do you just sit there like, oh, it'll stop, or
Everybody will
it's
let that
just
itch
this,
stop.
or it's just this, so you just learn to live with it. And I think that that's what most of our society does now, is that they just learn to live with things. They really don't question, only because the person next to them might say something.
I think most of them don't question it because, for one, fear. And
Mm-hmm.
then the other one is they just really don't care because they feel like it's not happening. Us on this podcast, we can see it's happening because we can see.
But you know what else though? But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something though. On the real, and I said this to a friend of mine. I was like, man, people will come at me and say, "Oh man, you a conspiracy theorist, yada yada yada,"
crazy,
thing like that. I said, but, and they'll do that when we stand in front of the general consensus, in front of a bunch of people, in front of other folks, and they feel threatened, whatever. When we get in private and we have talks, they
whole different ball game.
Not only is it just a whole different ball game, bro. I've had those same people who were like doubting me like crazy in front of a bunch of other people. When we got alone and we sitting having drinks and we talking, these people asked me some questions that gave me perspectives I hadn't even thought of. Which lets me know, like we say, man, the Most High said, many will be called. But it's like, are you choosing to be amongst those chosen? Meaning, are you choosing to get your update in this time when it's like everybody's basic operating system is still going off of what they've been taught to keep them trapped in the matrix? Are you ready to get your reboot and move on and be able to like process information that could make you think in a different fashion than you have or you are right now?
See,
I'm just
learning,
going. Go ahead, Chris.
Like what you just said, man, is put it in question form, make it thought provoking, because you can't make people see what we see or what you see, and you lose a lot of energy and you detract from the message that you're trying to give when at least when I get to the point where I'm trying to, no, mother, this
why
is
you get upset about it, like, because you know the truth, right?
And you be ready to go in on the mother, like, no, mother, how come you so dumb and you can't see this?
Right. You're passionate. Just say you're passionate.
So, and all of us got that in us. That's that. I call it that fire.
Yeah.
I call it that fire. That's what I call it.
It is. Because what did he do when they started talking stupid? Didn't he call them stiff necks and everything? Like, y'all can't do this.
Yeah, donkey every day. Look. So I understand, but now I'm trying to wheel it back, and this information is accessible to people, and all they have to do is
go look for it.
But you know what? What that makes me think of is this. Like I said, that's the reason I called my book "Smartphones for Dumbass People."
Yeah,
it's because
that is a great
we live in an age where it's like smartphones have changed our entire lives. Yet, when I say change, for a lot of us, it's made our lives easier. It's made things better. For some of us, it's made things easier for them to make a mess of their life.
Cool. I just want to put this out here. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. Okay? And I'm admitting it. But I'm going to tell y'all, he polished me. I'm going to tell y'all the beginning of 2019, when 2019 came in, the pandemic, I just kept feeling like I didn't want to be here. I lost my father. I fell into a deep depression. Like I said, I done told Grizz about this. I was a pimp up in Ohio and stuff like that or whatever. I had my hoes. We traveled the world and all this other stuff. So yes, I was out there. Mary Magdalene style, I guess you want to call it.
Hey, I feel you.
Like I said, I have to tell my story. And like I said, 2018, I lost my father. I fell in such a deep depression, gained weight. I mean, 230 pounds from 150, okay?
Damn.
And I didn't want to be here no more. I even pulled out my pum in front of my children and really wanted to take my life.
I feel you.
And just my children, you know, the pain in their face when they saw it. All I could do was run and cry and fall on my knees And when I fell on my knees and I prayed, like at that moment, he woke me up. He woke me up. He started showing me things I ain't never seen. It was scary at first. Sorry
Mhm.
to be emotional,
No, that's
but it
real.
was so scary because a lot of people don't understand the things that me, Grizz, October had to go through when we found out this stuff. Is because it was hidden to us too. We didn't wake up thinking we were smart. We woke up because he woke us up. He wiped that eye and said, look. And when he made me look, I'm gonna tell y'all, that was the best thing I could have ever done for my life.
Mm.
That is the best thing. I'm telling
Let's
y'all
give Nadia
because
a round of applause. You don't make us smile. Let's give a round of applause.
oh, I'm smiling. This is not tears of sadness. This is tears of joy.
Hey, to get on,
No,
to
but
get
you know
on camera
what?
and just
No, but
talk
you know
about
what?
what you just talked about, that's all good. You know what I'm saying? So we salute. You know
But
what
you
I'm
know
talking
what?
about?
But for real, but honestly, on a serious note, honestly, think about something. Like I said, she gave us a brief look into, like, you know what I'm saying, her past and the things she's been through. Like I said, our journey is what makes us.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like what I've gathered is this. When people talk about how they want to get from point A to like point B, whatever point B is to you, let's say point B is to be a multi-millionaire and to
Mm-hmm.
be whatever, whatnot. It's like
We're
your
already multi-millionaires.
and the thing, hold on, my thing is this.
Mm-hmm.
Your point A might be something that's different from mine, but yet each one of our point A may have involved some trauma,
Oh yeah.
some danger, some
Mm-hmm.
sadness, some depression, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
other things in it. And I think that a lot of that, when people talk about like, when we talk about like a test, a testament, when you give a testament of something, how can you give a testament if you've never been through
Through
anything?
it.
So it's like
Mm.
person that's been through certain things, you understand this from a different perspective than
Right.
people that's just heard about it, talked about it, everything. Because it's like I've been through certain stuff where it's like when I hear people talk about it, I'll be like, oh, really? Because I could tell that you ain't never really lived this life or done this.
Right.
Like it's certain lessons that you get when you move from like one point in life to like another point in life. You find another aspect of like yourself, and that's where, like you said, it'll break you all the way down just so you can be built all the way back up.
Period. You come out polished. You got to go through the fire to get
Hey, it's
polished.
just like Dr. Sabi said, stop eating, fast, let your
Mm-hmm.
body break all the way down and break
All the
all
way
the way
down.
down so that you can then build it back up.
And that's exactly what he did to me. He broke me all the way down and built me all the way back up. And I'm telling y'all, that's the best decision I have ever made
Mhm.
because by me seeking this truth, what Honorable said, and when he said, well, you want to be a multimillionaire, what I'm trying to explain to y'all, this is your land. So when they removed the Negro and the African from your name, it tied you back to your land. So we talked about sovereignty and stuff like that. They're saying once they remove this from your birth certificate, it's called the Schneider Act. Again, go look into it. We are to receive 165,000 a year, 2,500 a week. But you have to have your tribe that you claim from, which I'm Cherokee. You have to have your tribe to be able to put on this paper, and then you start receiving your funds. Not only that, once you take your sovereignty back and you claim that you're alive and well, because you got to understand, you signed yourself into a corporation, making you a
Right,
corpse.
right.
So
So let
you're
me ask
dead.
you this. That's good. And a lot of people are not going to be able to follow what you're talking right now. It's too much for their brains to incorporate,
Yeah.
soak up. My thing is, how does that play into what uh, coming and what's going on as far as food, as far as the mark of the beast, as far as all of that. How does that play into that?
Right about now, you just need to be aware and vigilant. Because for one thing, he told you, he that tries to save himself, will save his life, he will surely lose his life. So everybody has to go through it. We have to go through the suffering. We have to go through the pain. He even talks about us stocking up and taking for ourselves and keeping all this food and stuff. We have to go through it, but we are about to go through it. So I just want y'all to know that we're talking about this, and FYI, like I said, the Palestinians are already here. The war is about to start. If you go to certain banks.
And you know what? I thought about this. I thought about this, like when you said the Palestinians are like already here, like and everything. I thought about, because I watch a lot of movies, and it's like, even when I'm not trying to think about movies, that's one thing that, you know, I'm thankful and grateful for. And a gift, I guess, I have. Any movie I've seen, for some reason, my mind will bring it up, or will like bring up stuff I need. I remember a movie, I believe it was a Denzel Washington movie, that talked about sleeper cells. And with us living in this country of, like, you know, America, we have to think about something. Whenever we have any type of conflict, then the same people that we have conflict with, we have citizens or people in this country who are the same nationality or the same people as, you know, those folks. So it's like, you never know if something serious jumps off on the political side, or, you know, or whatever, and it's like a war actually starts in that country against America. What would your corner store cool person that you always talk to every day, do you believe that he could take action? Because in this movie, it was like those dudes in the corner stores were like, you know, when it came time to get down, they got down, and it just surprised everybody. And those were like the sleeper cells in America, with the fact that you have so many people here from these different places that it's like, when something happens, you don't know who have what type of bond, what type of allegiance,
That part,
spiritual, anything. So it's like, yeah, we kind of for real are left open. So that's why, like I said, with the food and everything, man, they don't even sell American food in 70 countries.
at all.
It's
They won't even let you bring it in their country. You have to dispose of it at the airport once you get there.
And then it's like, and then it's like in every culture around the planet, you know, when they didn't have American food, like when they didn't have the fast food restaurants and everything there, the people pretty much had certain like health conditions and afflictions. They didn't exist in that country, or they were like so low it was nearly non-existent.
This is why Africa don't have any hospitals neither. They eat from the land. But I want to answer Grizz's question. Grizz was asking, how does this concern everybody? It's because Israel, we have to unite. We're going to need each other more than we ever have before, because like I said, the fight is against us. It's against us. They said they have to get
Israel.
Huh?
You confuse me. So we're gonna need Israel. Israel's a people, not a country.
That correct. We are Israel. We need to join back together. He tells you that in our word. He said five men can defeat 50. Okay? Because he's going to stand with us, because he told us, I will have mercy on my children. I'm going to take you back to the lands and put you back to where your forefathers got this land. But we're going to have to get together. We're going to have to start loving each other because the fight ain't against each other no more. They're coming for everybody. They're coming for us.
And you know what? Oh, something you just said. When you just said that he said you only need 5 men.
Mm-hmm.
I have a chapter in my book that's called All Praise the IoT, the Internet of Things. And it's like basically what it's talking about is how it's like we're building this God system as to where when you just said, like, you know, that, you know, the Most High said we only need 5 men. In this system, you only need 5 top influencers.
Mm-hmm. Say that.
5 top influential people. And what made me even start writing this was when I was watching the TV series American Gods.
Oh,
and that to me,
Watch that, man. That was crazy.
That series brought me to tears.
It was just that one series that he's talking about.
That series, that series right there.
You talking about the dude? You talking about the black dude
that they fired?
Yeah, when they fired him, man, that episode brought me into tears because
it will.
He did like he said. Most of that was all improvised. He thought about it, but he hadn't wrote it. It was stuff he thought about, and he said at the spur of the moment to just bring the scene alive, he just started regurgitating it, and that's the way it came out. And
I'm glad he did.
When you saw the people, when they started going to camera, like across the different characters sitting there listening, nobody was supposed to have been crying. Everybody was crying.
Everybody.
What was the actor's dude's name? Let me go look that up real quick.
Orlando.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I forgot. It's Orlando something.
They put the truth out here. They put it in our face, but we just think and laugh like, ha, ha, ha. It's not, it's a movie.
And I'm going to tell you something. The reason that I said with that particular series is because when they, with each character on there, they represent a different God that has reincarnated in something that we do in society today. And when I was talking about last time, the thing with like, you know what I'm saying, with the War of the Worlds, like, and everything, it's a character on there, Mr. World. He talks about the world stage where he said we put out propaganda.
Yes.
We keep the world thinking one thing. We even control what you see. And they were showing a landscape scene and was showing UFOs like attacking. And then while he was talking, he stepped over the scene and you saw the microphones like and everything hanging because everything.
I'm gonna tell you something else, October.
That's the reason I said.
If y'all
the reason I said last time. 100% of what you see on TV as the news, as big events, it's all.
Wait a minute. So y'all trying to say I want to turn it up and listen, but he freestyled this whole thing?
Yeah.
He freestyled most of that.
And that's why he got fired.
That's why he got fired. Everybody was crying because of the stuff he was saying. Like, it's just like, okay, like the conversation that we having right now. Like with the conversation that we having right now, it's like, we're not looking at like no notes, no nothing, whatever, but just having this conversation. That's just like when she was talking about aspects of her life. And when she spit that and the way it affected her and it started like, affecting me, that was the same effect it had on the cast because they weren't expecting it. It went way deeper.
It's funny that you're saying this, right? Because I'm looking and they panning to these people. So hearing y'all talk about it and seeing their faces like, is that Neil?
And you see tears streaming down everybody's face.
Because a lot of people don't know the truth.
A lot of people
and when somebody that does know the truth, of course, they're going to try to shut him up and silence him about it. So that's why they got rid of him.
Yeah,
And
he
that's
had
why,
to go.
yeah.
And his show
What
ratings
was that?
dropped after
She
that,
sitting there,
and
yeah,
that's
she looked
why
like
they
she
went on
about
ahead
to
and
cry.
started ending it.
Mm-hmm. Because a
The,
lot of this stuff, like I said, they put it out here. I'm gonna put that quote out there again. They said the best way to hide something from the Negroes is to put it in a book.
and
We
I'm gonna
don't
Well,
tell you
read.
something else. I'm gonna tell you
well, I
something
just want the
straight from the
people of
lodge.
Cincinnati to
I'm
pay
gonna tell you
attention to this
something straight from the
podcast. Go
lodge.
do your damn your Googles or your books or whatever the heck you want to go find out and go do it because it's that
Hey,
simple. That right
Yeah.
there, what you can go
hey, I'm
do.
gonna tell
So
you
all
something.
this other stuff that people talking about,
Mm-hmm.
come on, man. Yeah, it's too simple. I'm the
About
brightest
something. I
crayon in
want
the
y'all to
box,
think
but I
about
am a
something.
bright crayon.
Oh, okay,
You know
y'all
what
think
I'm
about
saying?
something.
So what's that?
Where do we live at? In Cincinnati, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati, in the state of Ohio, the heart of it all. What do we have in Cincinnati? We have the Taft Masonic Museum, which just merged with the Taft Theater, but we always had the Masonic Museum, which just happens to be, we have what they call the biggest, in the sense of we have the most authentic artifacts on this side of the country
Mm-hmm.
in our museum. And so what I'm about to say to you after that, oh yeah, and right across the street is what? Procter and Gamble,
Procter and Gamble.
and a couple other companies and everything else. But what I'm going to tell to you is this: not just if you don't want, like, you know what I'm saying, from a Negro, put it in a book, but this from the lodge, from the 33rd degree lodge themselves. What do they
Mm-hmm.
say? We hide in plain
Plain
sight.
sight.
You looking right at us,
Mm-hmm.
and
Your
you don't even
aliens,
see
all of
it.
them.
And you
Mm-hmm.
don't even see it. They put it in your, and then I'm gonna tell you this. This is why, okay, I figured out Hollywood's whole, like, you know what I'm saying, cabal thing, and that,
Ooh.
and it wraps up into this. With the universe only understands a direct message.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, that's the reason I said our speech is a spell. So we
Yeah.
got to stop saying like, "Damn, I'm broke," because
This is
then,
why school
because
was invented as
you
well.
just damned yourself to be broke. It's like when you give a direct. So it's like basically what Hollywood does is this: they'll put out movies, TV shows, comedies, yada yada yada, music, everything, and they'll tell you the truth. Oh, we worship the
Mm-hmm.
devil. We do this. We do this to babies. We so and so this. Boom boom boom.
Mm-hmm. We use the
And they'll
foreskin of the baby's
and
blood
they'll
to
make
look
fun of
younger.
it and do comedy specials and all of that because in the universe it deals with karma, in the sense, in the fact that if you told the people what you do, then you're not then you're not doing anything in a deceptive manner when you
Right.
do it. I told you. Know what I'm saying?
But y'all didn't
I
believe
told
none
you.
of the stuff that slips off their tongue. Like when they tell y'all they got clones, and you be like, oh, they just playing.
Yeah.
But no, they have to tell the truth. That's part of their rituals, their humiliation.
Exactly. And they come, and the thing is, and I was telling people, now what they do is they put it more blatant in your face.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, now we all know
Because we
Jamie
keep
Foxx.
accepting it. We keep
That,
accepting it. So that it's just gonna get bolder and bolder. That's why y'all
because
see these
people are
BET
fake.
awards with Satan all in the background and stuff like that. And then now it's in your kids' TV shows. Stuff
And then
like
I'm
that
gonna
is
tell you,
because we keep
okay, and
accepting it.
think about this. Look, think about this. Do you remember when Nicki Minaj first came out?
Mm-hmm. And
She
she called
talked
herself Roman.
she talked about Roman, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said that Roman was a 6,000-year-old demon who came to her.
Yes, she
Now,
sure did.
she went through this whole Roman phase, and then it was like, I remember her saying, Roman is satisfied. And it's like, I think about events that
It was
followed
a
after
few
that.
of them. Katy Perry said it.
Like, and people tried to tell me this. People told me, oh, well, Nikki never made a sacrifice. I said, yes, she did.
Yes, she
Her,
did.
her father got hit by a car that night, and they never found out who hit him.
That
He
part.
got hit and killed, and they never found out who Who did it?
I'm just gonna let y'all know right here, right now. If
When they want
anybody
you, they
who's
get
on
you.
TV whose loved one has been killed, always question why.
Right.
And
Always.
especially if you see them doing a lot of big things in that TV industry, that's why he tells you don't drink up the blood. Those are rituals. You
Yep.
write your name in blood. You sign your name in
Yep.
blood.
Thank
If
you.
y'all go to Hollywood right now, down by the Hollywood sign is a big old blood teardrop.
A big
Do y'all know
blood
that's real
teardrop.
blood?
And you know
Do y'all
what?
know that them bloody shoes y'all wearing is children's blood on y'all feet?
And I'm gonna tell you something. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Honestly, this is why what I just said is so
Mhm.
like, you know what I'm saying, important. When I said Hollywood will come out, they will make movies, they will make comedy specials, they'll do
Mhm.
all of that. That's just like Keenan was just on with like Ice Spice, and she made a joke and said, you look like you did when you were like a kid. And he said, yeah, I met this guy, and you know, I
Hmm.
made a deal with him that I could look like I did, like, you know, at
Mhm.
25 for the rest of my life. And she was like, who? He was like, I don't know. And then he started describing Satan and stuff, like joking.
Right.
See, because they're not liable to the universe as long
If
as
they
they
tell the truth.
tell you. The
Mhm.
universe accepts a direct message. He gave you a direct message. I got this from the devil. You still follow him after that? That's on you.
That's
That's
on
all you.
you. Hey
That's on
y'all.
you.
Hey y'all. You can
That's
go
tag.
on and on and on and
Right.
on and on. Y'all done dropped so much game tonight. I can't
Hey,
wait. I can't wait to chop this up and screw it up and make templates. Hey man, you're gonna have to show me how to do the templates, man. Myself. You do your ed. Somebody got to teach me. Somebody got to teach me, man. For real. You know, make me one or something. I've been
man, I like
trying.
your intro, man.
Yeah.
Your
But
intro live.
I need something like y'all got on, like when y'all put your TikTok stuff up.
Yeah.
And we always know it's you, because you always got 50 million faces of you on there.
I was
And
just about to say that. He do, don't he?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's on my face. And y'all know what? And today I just hit 60,000 on like Facebook.
all right, let's give him another
Yay.
applause.
Yeah, I hit like 60,000 followers and 7 million video views.
Period.
Yeah, I did that on
Period.
TikTok, man. 6.8 million. I was like, whoa.
Hey, that's
But
what's up, man.
once it cool off, it cool off. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So as far as
Because you know what
networking,
they
we
do?
still
Know
need
what
to
they do? I'm gonna tell
share
you
each
what
other's
they do.
stuff.
I'm gonna tell you what they do. I figured it out. When you coming up and you getting like a lot of when you first getting, like, you know what I'm saying, attention, it's organic.
Yeah.
Right.
It's people that just happen to like stumble across you, and they sharing it with other people and stuff like that, and you picking up. What they do is their algorithm picks that up automatically and push.
Right.
So when they done, like, you know what I'm saying, pushed you so far, and then they didn't had to do, like, you know, with me, they strike my videos, they
I
ban
was about
Oh
to say they'll
yeah,
cut you off.
everything's
Yeah, they'll
on my
cut you
stuff.
all
off.
that type stuff. Yeah, they stop pushing you as much. But the thing is, all you got to do, just keep doing, like you said, what you doing, just posting here and there, and the organic people pick it up, and you get your
Right.
real followers instead of that fake wave they give people.
Right.
That's
Because
what's
they
up.
do have bots out
Hey,
here.
they do.
I've been
Hey
stuck at
y'all,
like
my producer's saying
13,000
we gotta
TikTok
wrap
followers
this up.
for a year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, Andrew.
my producer said y'all taking this too long. He gotta go change diapers or roll him something or something. But, I
Hey, man.
appreciate
Sorry.
everybody being on here today.
Yes.
It turned out to be a great topics. You know what I'm saying? It's all
Mm-hmm.
relatable. So we always gonna touch back to this, and the reason of this is like we said, because it's in us, and I would like to say we watchmen. You know what I'm saying? And watch women. You know what I'm saying? So we out here.
Protect the women.
Yeah. Yeah, and we need, and black folks need to come on together for real, and cut out all the bull crap because, like you said, in a minute, stuff gonna hit the fan and we gonna be all we got. And you better dig deep. But anyway, we'll keep talking like we say every Wednesday. Don't be stuck,
on stupid
and relax
on dumb.
See y'all next Wednesday.
Right now,
Guess who? Nobody got nothing on us.
you're locked in to the greatest station, GRIZZBIZ My 2 Cents.